So, so hi everyone. So welcome to the Goa MuleSoft meetup. So today our agenda, our topic is like integrating the email connector with the MuleSoft. And today the topics are we're going to discuss about we're going to see what is the email connector and what are the key features of the email connector which is provided by the MuleSoft Independent Studio. And we're going to see some use cases and real world examples also. After that we're going to see some demo on that how we can configure the email and we can send the email, how we can send the different format of attachment to the email. After that we'll have some qa sessions also. Okay, and coming to the organizers, so Gaurav Dubey, Vandana Gowda, and me, the three people are we are the organizers for the Goa MuleSoft meetup. So Gaurav Dubey, so he has 10 years of experience and he is working as a MuleSoft architect with Capgemini in Australia. And another one is Vandana Gowda. So I think most of the people know her. So he's working with the Gensaw Technologies as a software engineer. So she's also having 3 years of experience. And coming to the me and myself, Vinay Kumar. So currently I'm working as a senior software engineer with Digital Bus Software Private Limited. And I'm having total overall 6+ years of experience in Mule and IT. I'm certified MuleSoft developer and also write the blogs in Medium. So you can follow me on Medium on LinkedIn. So, or if anyone is interested to talk with or talk as a speaker of with MuleSoft Meetup, so you just approach me on LinkedIn, me or Vandana or Gaurav. So we'll help you on that part. So let me start with the introduction. Okay. So we all know like what is the purpose of the email. So just to send the messages to through the servers, to the SMTP server or through the email servers. So basically, email connector was a pre-built connector, so there is no need of any additional things which we have to do separately for the MuleSoft. So here it is pre-built connector only. So the MuleSoft basically it is pre-built connector, that enables the seamless communication with the email servers. So it allows us to easily send or receive or process emails from the Mule applications. So basically, this email connector supports the three protocols. These are the three main email protocols which will support. So one is SMTP, that stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Basically, it is used for the sending emails. Most of the mails are sending through the SMTP servers only. Apart from that, we have IMAP and POP3 also. IMAP is nothing but Internet Message Access Protocol. So it's basically used to retrieving the emails from the server. So SMTP basically used for sending emails, and IMAP is used for basically retrieving for the emails from a server and keeping them synchronized across the devices. And POP3 of the all of the retrieving server only. It is also used for the server retrieving the emails only. So POP3 stands for the Post Office Protocol. So here these are the three simple protocols which will be used for sending and receiving the emails. Let's discuss with some of the key features of the MuleSoft email connector basically. So as we discussed, the three protocols will supported for sending and retrieving the emails. So just main key features of the MuleSoft provided email connectors were like sending emails and receiving emails and handling the attachments, and we can have some customizable email headers, and we can also send email as a beautiful template, dynamic template. That is also we're going to see in the demo. I have prepared one simple template, and then we can provide some secure communication also over by taking the support of shake and TLS encryption mechanisms. So these are the main key features of the email connector which will provided by the MuleSoft. And let's discuss some of the advantages basically. So here are the some of the advantages I have mentioned here. We can do some seamless integration with the other email systems also, and we can do some automation of the email workflows, and then we can do some robust error handling and return mechanisms. So all this stuff, so we're going to see in the demo, like how we're going to integrate the email and how we're going to send the email, and how we're going to send the attachments, how we're going to enable the security features over the TLS or SSL. And coming to the, so in the demo we're going to see that part also, how we going to configure the email connector and how we can configure this SMTP server, and how we can give the host port, all the configuration stuff we're going to see in the demo. And we're going to see some practical steps also for both sending and receiving the email. So basically we're going to discuss some real world use cases where the email is useful. So we all know that when we place the order, we're going to receive some order confirmation email. So this order has confirmed with so and so details, all this stuff. So, and coming to the development part, whenever you have to send some error notification or some other details, so at that time also we're going to use this email. And then some cut of custom support automation. So if the customer has any problem with their product, if you want to raise any query or through the email at that time, so custom support automation also we can use in real world time, the email. And we can use daily for daily reports and schedule emails. So if you want to schedule any meeting, or if you want to schedule anything over through the email, so that is also one of the real world use case. And then sending the attachments and documents via email. So these are the simple real world use cases. Okay. So just let me summarize what we have discussed so far. So far we discussed like what is the email and what are the protocols supported for the sending and retrieving the email. For sending email, the SMTP protocol is mostly useful, and retrieving the emails and IMAP and POP3 protocols are used. And some of the key features we have discussed, sending emails and receiving emails, handling and sending the emails to the dynamic templates, and communicating over the email server securely by using SSL and TLS encryption. And coming to the advantages, so seamless integration and automation of the email workflows, and handling attachment with ease. These are the some of the advantages. And we have seen several use cases like order confirmations and customer support automations, and handling the documents via email attachments. So let me know up to this part anyone has any query. Just put your questions in the chat box so that I think up to this part everyone is clear. The theoretical part, we'll going to start the demo on this. If everyone clear with this part, can you please put thumbs up on? Just okay. Only one person. Yeah, that's good. So apart from that, anyone has any query, please put your question chat box. So Gaurav and Dubi are not in the meetup, so I have to handle alone. So I'll take care of those things. Okay. And let me share my screen again. Um, I hope my screen is visible. Okay. Just now we're going to see bit of the configuration, how we're going to connect the email and what are the configurations are required, and how we can send the email through SMTP protocol, and how we're going to retrieve the emails over the IMAP protocol. Okay, here I have designed one simple API. So to sending multiple attachment or to set. So here I have generated the files. So here I have created one business use case here. So whenever I received one file, received the new file, so I have to. So let me show the payload also, that you're going to get some real good clarity. Okay, so this is my payload. So whenever I receive the file, these all the details are going to be in the file. So like it is an email type and a sender notification and the beneficiary notification, what is the amount of he has transferred to the file. So I'm going to receive this kind of file with all the details like transfer date, confirmation code, email type. Email type, it was disclosure, and this is the sender details, this is sender email details, and this is the beneficiary details. So whenever I got the file, so I just want to send some disclosure email to the customer. So here is the phrase template that is going to useful for the sending a beautiful template. So that will I show you once the flow is done. I'll show you that in the email part. Okay. Once the disclosure is sent, if the any email is bounced back, if the email is wrong, if the email is not correct, maybe some due to some reasons email has bounced back. So we're going to list the emails and we the failure emails here, and then we're going to write somewhere and we're going to send the notification again, and we're going to delete the same bounce back email. This is the use case basically I have designed. So you're going to understand once I run the flow and I'll show. And apart from that, I have also designed simple application which is going to be send a different kind of formats. That is JSON format, one other one is text format, other one is octa stream format. How we can send all this into the mail and different format as an attachment, we're going to see. Let me start with the configuration part, how we can do the configuration. So let me go through my global elements here. So I have done the configuration setup. So you know how to configure the global. So if you want to configure the email configuration through the global elements, go to create and you just search for the email connector. So it is going to, we have three protocols supported as we discussed earlier. So IMAP, POP3 and SMTP protocol. So let's already have done the configuration. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see. So here we have the connection part, SMTP and SMTPS connections we have. Now I'm going with the SMTP part. So here my host for the SMTP was smtp@gmail.com and my port was 587. SMTP port will supported 587 will be supported for this smtp@gmail.com, and user is going to be your email ID, and for the password we have to generate the application password. How we can generate that I'll show you. Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay, so simply you can type uh, sign in with app passwords. So in the Google, so it will take you to this page. So here you have create and manage your app password. So whatever the mail, so this is the mail I'm using now. Okay, so here go create and manage app password. Okay, so just it is asking me confirmation it is me or not, and let just give me confirmation. So here it is a your app password. So I have created an app password already. So if you want to create any app password other than that, just give any email just and just click on create, so it will create that. So this is the way to create the app password, which will be useful for the configuration here. So this is my app password I have already done. Okay, so these are the required configuration to send the email over the SMTP protocol. Apart from that, for the IMAP protocol, the host is going to be different and the port is going to different, and the username password would be the same because we're using the same email. And here you have to select the IMAPS connection, and you have to in in advanced part we have to check the TLS configuration to the unsecured. Uh, in general, yeah, TLS configuration is insecure because we are not using any trustor or keystore configuration as of now. So I just checked the insecure one. Okay. And one more thing for the SMTP configuration is also we have to do some configuration in the advanced part. So here we have to uh, in advanced part we have to give it two protocols again here, mail.smtp start TLS enable. So because it will provide some security transportation over the internet, so it will be useful for the security purpose, and this will be enable the logs in the console while we debugging the application. So these are the two other advanced things we have to configure in the configuration. I hope up to configuration part everyone is clear. So what is the things we have required? Simply this host port and username and password, which is your mail ID, and password would be the app password which you have created. And coming to the advanced pass, we have to give this to mail.smtp start TLS enabled to just for the security purpose. So for the data encryption purpose, so that our mail is going to be communicate over the internet in secure way. Okay, and this mail debug is to just check the how the mail is going. All this stuff we're going to see in the console part. That will also I'll show you once I run the application. Here is the some file configuration. That file configuration is simple. We have to just select the working directory. I just select this working directory. We have to check the connection as a checkbox. So these are the connection configurations. And coming to the email POP3 configuration, this is the POP3 configuration, and these are the connections provided for POP3. And host would be the popdmail.com, and the port would be 995, and the username and password would be the same, And here also again we have to check the insecure because we are not using any secure mechanism as of now for the POC purpose. So these are the configuration details which are required to send the email on the receive the email by using all these three protocols: SMTP, IMAP, POP3. Okay, let me run the application. Okay. Oh, I think the application is up and running. Let me stop. Let me debug it. Until then I'll just explain this use case again. So whenever the file has reached, so based on the email type, so I've saved that the whatever the payload in the original payload, whatever the email type, according the email type we have that send the email, but the template was is different. So here it is a place template which will be useful for the beautification of our email. So here in the location we have to just give the location. So here in the src email, in the html, this is the confirmation HTML or disclosure HTML. Let me show you in that part also. Okay. So this is the HTML code. So here I have dynamically mapped. Here I have transfer date, some confirmation code, sender name, address, location, all this stuff I have given. Okay. So this is the basic HTML code. This HTML code will be provided by the HTML team or a front end team. Okay. Um, yeah. So I already have placed the one file. So I have which as I have already shown. So this is my payload. Again I'll open. Okay, this is the my payload has containing the details of transfer date, confirmation code, and email type, and all sender details. You just think as it is a use case scenario for bank. Some sender is sending some amount of money to the beneficiary, so we have to send some disclosure. This kind of amount has paid. So you are going to get the some kind of notification through the by beautifying the email by using the phrase template to the customer. So that is a use case. Okay. Now, so I'm showing in the debugging. So here we have initialize the variable. Okay, and then it is going to the flow reference which is sending through the email. Now our email type has the disclosure, so it is went to the disclosure flow. So now we're going to disclosing the customer this is the kind of amount getting from the sender from this location. Now it is disclosure, the mail is sending. So I showed you that whenever by using the configuration, I showed you that mail.debug is true, right? To just see what is happening in the console, what is happening inside the mail. So here you can see that all the debug logs of the SMTP server. So who is the sender? You can see the this is he is the sender and who is the receiver. So and this is the some authorization token which is using. Okay, all the stuff we can see in the logs. And the mail has sent. Let me check our mail. Okay, let me refresh it. Okay, so I got the email just now 10:22 a.m. So this is the test mails of meetup. So I got this template, beautiful template. Okay, like so this is the transfer date and this is the confirmation code and sender details and the transfer amount details. All this stuff I got now. So there are no bounce back emails. So now, okay. So it is going to next and it is going to the list of what and it is going to give the list now. It is going to give the list of mails, all the mails we have that I will show you. So here what I have done in the advanced part, I think I have stored that in one variable. So here you can see in the variable. Come, let's go to the bounce back email here. So so we have some emails. So it is basically not the bounce back emails. It is going to list up all the bounce back emails, but I have did some filter condition here. So basically that bounce back emails will subject, it will contain some delivery status notification failure. We don't have any bounce back emails. Okay. So just do one thing. Just let me put one bounce back email here. Uh, okay. Give me some abc@gmail.com so that it is going to give us bounce back. Okay. Let me save it. As of now, it is a happy path. Means I have given the correct email address, so the mail has ended correct to the customer. So let me delete this one. Okay, and let me debug it again. So now in the payload, I have given the wrong email address. So now it is going to bounce back. So now then it is going to filter and it is going to write somewhere and it is going to send that to the again to the email. What is the bounce back email has failed? Okay. Once the demo was completed, I'll take the questions. Okay. Meanwhile, anyone has any queries or any confusion at any part, you just drop your questions on the chat box. So it will take some time to deploy the application. Yeah, it's deployed. The file is already there. Okay. Now let me send the email. Okay. Now it is going to fail because the email was not correct, right? So let's see that. So let's go through the email. Yeah. So you can see address is not found. Your message was not delivered to the abcgmail.com. So this way you're going to get the bounce back message. Okay. After the bounce back message, it is going to list all the emails, and it is going to filtering out, and it is going to send the generic email for the bounce back. Okay. Let me show you that. Before deleting, let me show you that. Yeah. So here is the bounce back email. Let me show you that what is the email has got failed. So ABC Gmail is got failed. Why? Because it is failed because of the setup, because the address was not correct. Okay. And here is the id, so which will be useful for us to delete the email. So we can see here the delete also, so we can delete that bounce back email also. So as of now, how many messages we have here? So this is the bounce back email, right? So it is going to be delete. Now let me process the delete also. So the delete was done. Let me refresh it. So the bounce back email got deleted. So this is the simple use case. I have just close to the real time scenario. So okay. And apart from that, I have just created some simple attachment flows also. This one, let me run this application again, so that we'll see this email attachments. Okay. So it's a simple flow. Here I have taken the three different formats, and here the send email part, how we can send, how we can tag this attachment. So these are the things, syntax we have to write here. Okay. This is the test attachment, this is the JSON attachment, this is the stream attachment. Okay. Let me run this email and let me hit this endpoint. Okay. So this is API attachments. Already I have created the backend URL. So once is, yeah, I got our application deployed. Let me hit the endpoint. Okay. Now it's came to the logger, and it is taking all the data formats in the different formats. Now it is going to send the email. Okay. Now let's see the how the attachments are created in the email. Okay. So these are the attachment. So one is Steam attachment and the test attachment, another one the JSON attachment. So let me open one by one. So this is the JSON attachment, okay, which we have already seen. So how the bounce back email has written to the email, and this is sample test format, okay, and this is the Steam attachment, okay. So you can also send in the different formats. It will support for the different format. When you go here, the send part. Mm, so let me come to the normal mode. While sending the phrase template attachment, we have designed some phrase template to beautification. So here we have to give the type as text by HTML. Okay, because we are like mapping dynamically whatever the incoming request is coming through the phrase template HTML code. Here you can see, can you go down here? Okay, here have taken text by HTML. So here in the text email part, we see in that how the attachment we have done. So in the attachment part, here we have taken the text pane for this subject purpose. For the attachment, we have given this syntaxes: text attachment, JSON attachment, stream attachment. So these are the simple use cases. Okay, I think everyone is clear up to this part. Okay, and okay, so up to this part, everyone is clear, or anyone has any queries or any doubts? If everyone clear, you just put thumbs up in the chat box or some reply anything. So hope everyone clear with this email part. Okay. So HTML template, yeah, okay. So for this HTML template, what we have to do, right? So we have to create, first of all, we have to create some HTML code. Okay. So this will provided by the HTML people like our front end people in your team. And then what we have to do here, I have taken some fields, right? uh, when I sending this disclosure email, so this is the disclosure template. Okay, so I have this sender name, sender address, all the details where I'm getting through the input. So here I'm getting through the file, right? So I'm saving it somewhere, I'm saving it to the payload. So here I have just have mapped those things here. So that why it is going to take the all the fields dynamically. So whenever the template is going to generate all this, like amount, all this stuff I have taken from the payload only. Here you can see the coming to the transaction fee or sender name. So here it is my template. Here payload dot transfer date, payload dot confirmation code, and payload dot email type. All this I have mapped with the dynamically. So whenever you are sending the email, so those values are automatically going to replace these things. I hope this clear. Oh, okay. I think there's some problem with chat box in my chat box. Don't know. Okay. Yeah. Any other queries or any other doubts? Is everyone clear with this email part? Email connector, how we can use the email connector, what are the configurations required, all this stuff. If you are clear, you just type and clear message. Just type clear in the chat box so that I'll understand that everyone has clear with this topic. The simple topic only we have discussed, like how we can send the email through the MuleSoft connector. So what are the configurations required, and how we can send the different kind of attachment, and how we can use the phrase template, how we can beautify our email through the phrase template, how we can send the email SMTP server, and we can delete the email, the stuff we have done. I hope this session is helpful to everyone. So I think if no one has no doubts, so I'll go to end this session. Okay, thank you all, thank you guys, thank you for taking your time and joining the session. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Yes, Mahesa. So we'll share that recording. There is one channel with us, like Tech with Vandu. You can search on YouTube, so you can find that recording. Yeah. Yes, we'll try to share that part also. Yeah. Demo files also. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Everyone can leave the meeting, so I'll stop this recording. Yeah. Website you can find on the MuleSoft Meetup websites only. Otherwise, I'll provide the link. Okay. Or you can find the recordings in the Tech with Vandu channel, or you can reach out me or Vandana in the LinkedIn, so we can help on that part. Yeah. Guys, if you can left, I can stop the recording. Okay.